So let's start by looking at the effective use of Outlook and what we deem to be the 6 best practices, our recommendations. The first one we're going to look at is clearing your inbox at the end of each day. Now, if you can imagine your inbox in Outlook being like an electronic desk. So you have your normal workspace, your normal desk, and most people would agree with the principle of a clean desk policy. What we're going to try and do with your inbox, or your electronic desk, shall we say, is we're going to keep that clear. We're going to keep it clean. We're going to go through a process or a system of making sure that we don't clutter that inbox and just stress ourselves out. So that's the first thing. The second is we're going to change the default setting on Outlook. And what I mean by default setting is 99.9% of times when Outlook is opened, people open directly into the inbox. And we want to move away from that. We actually want to move to when the Outlook opens, you've got your calendar screen on your left hand side and you've got your to-do list on the right hand side. So then you're focused on the appointments for the day and the tasks for the day, and you're not controlled by the inbox. We're going to try and move it away from being controlled by the inbox. So that is about Outlook opening and how it opens. The third one, when you open an email, you action it straight away. Now this is like a one-touch process, shall we say, which means that when you open an email, you make a decision on what you're going to do with it. We'll talk about a system or process by which you can then action that particular email and you can move it on. Move away from the process of opening an email, reading it and deciding, yes, I need to do something about that, going away, coming back later, opening it again and thinking, yeah, I definitely got to do something about that, and maybe even turn it back into unread so you don't miss it, and then potentially going away again, coming back and reading it a third time. With a high volume of emails, we need to have that system or process whereby, and behaviour, whereby we open it, action it and move it. We touch it once. Number 4 is a little bit more functionality. This is about the functionality within Outlook to be able to convert an email directly into a task. That's a drag and drop process. I will explain how to do that and the value of that, both converting emails directly into tasks or to-dos and converting emails directly into calendar appointments. Email folder names the same as category names. What we're talking about here is at the moment you're probably storing information on hard copy manila folders. You may have folders on the server in a business situation. You'll have email folders off your inbox where you're saving emails, and then you might have some sort of to-do list where you're categorizing the things that you need to do. We need to come up with a uniform system, a naming convention shall we say, of how we are storing pieces of information. So when we want to retrieve it, we know exactly where it is and we can retrieve it quickly and easily. Not be in a situation where it's taken us ages to find something that we've actually filed in the first place. That's very frustrating and very time consuming. And the last one we've got there is management of large attachments. Some of these attachments we get sent through via email, could be 1 meg, 3 meg, 5 meg or even larger. That does take up a lot of storage if we're not managing them correctly. So we need to look at how we're managing those. So those are our 6 best practices, and this is what we're going to endeavour to work through so you become less stressed, more in control, and put some time back into your day.